Islamabad and the anticipation of visiting Swat. As I boarded the plane from Islamabad, I felt a sense of excitement. The mountains of Swat had always been a dream destination for me, and seeing them from the plane felt surreal. The snow-capped peaks and lush green landscapes looked like something out of a postcard. First destination, MHR Restaurant and Iqbal Park. Talk more about the experience at the restaurant and park. Upon landing, my first stop was the MHR Restaurant and Iqbal Park in Saidu Sharif. Not only was the scenery was the MHR Restaurant and Iqbal Park in Saidu Sharif. Not only was the scenery breathtaking, but the local food was an adventure in itself. The flavors of the Peshawari chapli kebab and Swati pulav were unlike anything I had tasted before, rich with local spices. The backdrop of mountains while enjoying this meal made it a moment to remember. Shingarai Waterfall. Add sensory details about the waterfall. Next, I headed to Shingarai Waterfall, or as the locals call it, Shingro Dand. The sound of the water cascading down the rocky cliffs was almost hypnotic. Standing near the falls, the cool mist in the air touched my skin, bringing a refreshing chill that combined with the scenic beauty to create a moment of pure serenity. Spin Khawar Lake. Expand on the beauty of the lake and your feelings. My next stop was Swat Spin Khawar Lake, encircled by majestic glaciers. The white, crystal-clear water glistened under the sun, creating a magical shimmer that reflected off the surrounding mountains. As I stood there, I realized this was one of nature's best-kept secrets, a hidden gem nestled in the valley. Medan Meadows. Add more about the peaceful atmosphere. Medan Meadows was a vast, open space surrounded by rolling hills. The sheer tranquility of the place was overwhelming. Lying down in the soft grass, I watched the sky, clear and blue, with the wind whispering through the trees. It felt like time had slowed down, allowing me to simply exist in the beauty of the moment. Historical Palace in Marghazar. Delve into the history and atmosphere of the palace. In Marghazar, I visited the historical palace of the King of Swat. Constructed entirely of marble, the palace seemed to belong to another era. As I walked through its grand halls, I could almost hear the whispers of the past, a time when this palace stood as a symbol of royalty and power. The view from the palace was equally impressive, offering a glimpse into Swat's rich heritage. Malam Jabba. Talk about both summer and winter experiences. Next, I visited the famous Malam Jabba ski resort. Known for its skiing in the winter, Malam Jabba takes on a different yet equally stunning look in the summer. The slopes, usually covered in snow, were now alive with greenery, and the fresh mountain air was exhilarating. It's a paradise for adventurers in any season. Return to Spin Khawar Lake, Mahodand Lake. Add a sense of isolation and peace. My journey then took me to Mahodand Lake, another glacier-fed marvel. Nestled between towering mountains, the lake felt like an untouched paradise. The stillness of the place, with only the soft sound of water and the occasional bird, made it seem like the rest of the world had disappeared. It was the perfect spot for quiet reflection. Fijagat Park. Discuss the family-friendly atmosphere in detail. I also visited Fijagat Park, a popular spot for families. Situated along the Swat River, it's the perfect place for parents and children to relax, play games, or have a picnic. The sound of children laughing and playing filled the air, making it a lively contrast to the serene lakes and meadows I had visited earlier. Mingora Valley. Add more about the atmosphere and why you wanted to stay. Mingora Valley was a small, peaceful heaven. The air was fresh and crisp, the kind that makes you want to breathe deeply and forget about everything else. The view of the surrounding valleys was mesmerizing, and the tranquility was so profound that I decided to spend a little more time there, just soaking it all in. Swat Museum. Expand on the historical significance. My final stop was the Swat Museum, where I had the chance to delve deeper into Swat's rich history and cultural heritage. The relics and artifacts from the ancient Gandhara civilization were fascinating. Standing there, I felt a deep connection to the region's past, as though I was witnessing the history that shaped the Swat Valley into what it is today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video showing my journey from Islamabad to Swat. I am truly grateful for your